Everyone's got a highlight reel. The launch date, the clean reveal, the after picture. No one's showing you the actual scar. And the scar is the part people remember. Blossom and Stitch didn't start as Blossom and Stitch. It started with a children's book, Pickles of Papillon, a project with my daughter, bringing together my background in fashion and my interest in technology. Felt like a natural fit. And that combination is what got my creative juices flowing in a way I didn't quite expect. So I kept going. Built a website, then merchandise, coloring books, graduate journals. I just kept creating one thing after another because the making itself felt great. Then I got interested in YouTube. I thought, okay, what's my actual thing here? Maybe it's teaching people how to create and publish children's books. That felt like the answer for a minute. But then I second guessed it. Was that really it? Should I be showing how to use AI instead? Or should I show how to use Canva and create something in Procreate? Or the process behind each piece? It kept morphing, direction after direction, because I hadn't landed on the actual center yet. Eventually, after building 2 other channels in between, actually make that 3, all of that scattered energy finally came back around into one place. A channel about how brands get built using my own brands as a real ongoing proof. That's the pivot, not one clean redirect, a long stretch of genuinely not knowing yet, trying a lot of things, and eventually the pattern underneath all of it became the brand itself. And that's exactly the kind of stuck point most people leave out when they talk about their brand because it doesn't sound impressive. No one's clapping for, quote, I tried 5 different directions before I figured it out. But that is exactly the part people remember, and actually I think want to hear about, because it's specific, it's true, and it's not polished. I've seen this pattern with my Beyond Optimal. Even though a channel is only about 8 months old, it didn't take years for it to show up. The moments that actually land with people aren't the polished wins. They're the specific turning points. The moment something shifted or almost didn't work. The real unglamorous middle part. Nobody plans to talk about. Every brand has a moment like that. A real stuck point. Not I learned so much, some vague lesson wrapped up neatly at the end of a highlight reel. An actual pivot. The thing that almost stopped everything or sent it in completely a different direction. And here's what most people get backwards. They think the pivot makes them look less credible, like they didn't know what they were doing. But it's actually the opposite. The pivot is what makes the rest of it believable. This connects directly to how I built this brand in the first place. Discovery, visual identity, structure, messaging, launch. 4 phases, and know something. Storytelling was never a separate phase, sitting off to the side. It was inside all 4 of them. From the very first discovery conversation, when things were still unclear, to the actual day of launch, once they weren't. Story wasn't an extra step, it was a thread running underneath every other step. And here's why that matters for the framework we've been building across these last several videos. Clarity gets you understood. Positioning gets you chosen. Personality gets you remembered. Consistency gets you trusted. So say that again slower this time. Slow is not my natural vibe, but let's say it again slower. Clarity gets you understood. Positioning gets you chosen. Personality gets you remembered. And consistency gets you trusted. All 4 of those depend on one thing underneath them. People have to believe you first, and nobody believes a highlight reel. People believe a pivot. Storytelling isn't a 5th pillar standing next to the other 4. It's what makes the first 4 actually land. Without it, clarity is just information. Positioning is just a statement. Personality is just decoration. Consistency is just repetition for its own sake. Storytelling is what turns all of that from something you just say into something people feel is true. So if you're building your own brand story right now, don't start with the win. Don't start with the after picture. Start with the moment you weren't sure yet and how to find your way to something more specific. That part is actually worth telling. If we haven't met yet, hi, I'm Dawn. Welcome to Blossom Stitch Studio, and I'll see you in the next one.